friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're talking about the latest release from Huda Beauty. This is a little mini collection with some new shades added to a bunch of their really popular product lines. So the theme is ube. We have a new purpley shade in the Easy Bake powder. This is a very, very popular setting powder, baking powder from Huda Beauty. So this shade is called Ube Birthday Cake. Then we have some new Ube-centric shades in the Faux Filler Gloss and my beloved blush filter formula. The gloss shade is Ooo Baby with 3 U's, get it? And then the blush filter shade is Ube Cream. So I want to walk you through these new Ube shades. I'm going to show you close-ups of these products. I'm going to give you all of the info, and you're going to get to see everything in action on my face today. We're going to go back in time to less makeup Amanda. I was already wearing a skin tint and some concealer and brow gel, but that's it. So you're going to get to see the rest of my makeup application, and I'll give you all of the info and all my thoughts along the way.
First up, we have the Ooo Baby Faux Filler Gloss. This one is priced at 21 US dollars. And it does note on the Sephora site that all of these Ube collection shades are limited edition. So, just FYI, if you're interested in these, they seem like they won't be around forever. I don't know how limited the limited edition is. Is this the type of thing that after one season it's gone? Is this the type of thing that is around for the next year? I have no insight whatsoever, but I did just want to make it clear to you that these shades are considered limited edition by the Huda brand. Here's a little hand swatch for you. You can see this is a very, very pink shade, a very light baby pink type of shade. Personally, I am not attracted to this color, and I also don't feel like it's the best for me looks wise. I just don't think it's the most flattering color for me, but I do think that a lot of people gravitate towards a color like this, so I don't think that it's necessarily bad just because it's not right for me. And I do love that this faux filler gloss is not a tingly, stingy, minty, or any type of plumping sensation, so there's that. Next, we have the Ube Birthday Cake Easy Bake Loose Setting and Baking Powder. And I am going to kind of follow these directions for baking. They're also on the bottom of the powder, which I really like. You don't have to hang on to the box to access that information. It looks like this is an updated packaging. I'm not a huge setting powder, loose powder, baking powder type of person, so I'm not 100% positive, but I have seen these powders before, and I do feel like this is a little updated, modernized packaging, which I really like. I'm gonna use this little tiny triangle puff to do some baking, and I'm just gonna do it on one side because I want to compare the baked under eye to just a brush applied set under eye. I did a terrible job of explaining that, but basically, I'm going to bake one under eye and then just use a brush on the other one and see if there's any difference. I will tell you, I could immediately feel a difference because this suddenly felt very tight on my under eye. So it was not comfortable, but I could tell it was working. While we let that one under eye bake, I'm going to go ahead and show you the blush unboxing, a little close up here. This blush filter is called Ube Cream and it's priced at $23. It has the exact same packaging, this little peanut shaped applicator as all of the other blush filter products. I'm going to show you my original swatch and review video if you want to hear more about why I enjoy this blush so much, but you will see it applied, of course, as well. So I guess I'll get another chance to rave about it. Here's a little swatch just on the back of my hand. You can see how nice and evenly pigmented that swatch is. Now that it's been a few minutes, I'm going to dust away the excess powder from the under eye area where I was baking there. And I do think that in person, you could tell how dry this looked. It's not coming across as much on camera here. And I do think this method does look good on camera for photos, maybe for events, but it did feel very tight and very dry in my under eye area. And it looks fine, but I do prefer the under eye application where I just dipped this little brush in and then tapped some of the powder onto my concealer there. I feel that it just looks a bit softer and a little bit more natural and skin-like, which is my preferred look. The baked side looks very, very matte. So if that's what you're going for, then baking is definitely the way to do it. It's just not necessarily my preferred look. Now I'm applying the Ube Cream blush. I just did two little dots here and I was very happy with the blend, the application. Of course, this is definitely one of my favorite blushes of all time, so I'm not surprised at all. I did end up going back and layering just a little bit more on top. First of all, I like to see how it layers, and I love a very dramatic blush look because this is such a soft color. I do feel like I can go more heavy-handed and it still looks cute and not overworked, at least in my opinion, but I'm a more is more type of girl when it comes to blush for sure. I used my ColourPop stippling brush. This is my favorite brush for cream blush products. This just applies so quickly, so effortlessly, and I feel like it automatically looks good. I don't have to layer and blend and work too hard. I like things that are easy breezy, and this blush and brush combo is a very instant, easy breezy, cute, blended, pigmented blush look. And it makes my skin look really fresh and hydrated without being overly glowy or sparkly looking. I just absolutely love this finished look. I truly had to stop myself from adding more. So I'm gonna do a quick little eyeshadow look. This is my go-to, just throw it on. Again, easy breezy, don't have to think too hard about it, don't have to work too hard type of eye look. And I know it's gonna go perfectly with these shades in the Ube collection. So I just primed my lids with the Ulta matte eye primer, and now I'm gonna use the Ube birthday cake easy bake powder to set my lids. I'm just trying to use this as much as possible, and this works great. I do this often using my setting powder to set my primer. So this one is really fitting the bill. Now I'm going to use just three eyeshadows. There's this little pre-made trio in the Enchanted Autumn palette that is probably one of my most used little sets of eyeshadows. It's just so easy. It always looks good. It takes me literally two brushes to do. I just slap on the shade Dusk all over my lid with a fluffy brush. I'm not even being that precise. I love a more messy, grungy application, especially with these really desaturated type of shades. I just think it always looks intentional, whether it is or not. So I'm just really slapping on this dusk shadow, and I'm gonna use the same big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna pinch it to squish it down, and I'm gonna smudge the remaining shadow from the lid application to my lower lash line to get a little bit of that sultry, smudgy look. Then I'm using one of my most favorite eyeshadows of all time. I struggle to do any looks without this shadow. Anytime I pick up Enchanted Autumn, I always am drawn to this Libra shade. So I'm just tapping that over my eyelid with my fingertip, and because I can never resist adding a little bit of vampiness to any look, I'm just going to take the shade Sagittarius, which is a really deep blackened purple, on a pencil brush, and I'm going to smudge that along the very outer part of both upper and lower lashes. This isn't even quite a faux liner, it's just adding a little bit of darkness and depth on that outer part of the eye. I feel this always pulls the look together and adds some much needed depth to an otherwise very simple and very overall light look. Then I curled my lashes and added the Huda Legit Lashes mascara, and that's it. This whole look from start to finish really only took me a few minutes. I think that it looks really fresh, pulled together, interesting without being over the top. Everything just feels easy. It feels very springtime, and I can see myself wearing this look minus the lip probably, but even that seems to work in this context. But I can see myself going back to this type of look, this type of color combo quite often. It's comfortable and cute, and I'm really happy with it.
I really came to the conclusion that the method of baking is just not right for me. I think there's plenty of merit to the technique of baking. It just doesn't fit with my personal desires around my makeup. I don't think that it looks the most flattering. However, I did really like this powder when I just applied it with a nice duo fiber brush to set. So I liked the powder. I just don't like baking. That's the conclusion that I came to. I'm going to continue using this. I do think that the color is very flattering on my skin tone. So I would say that the Easy Bake powder is just middle of the road for me. As long as I'm using it as a setting powder applied with a brush, I quite like it. I can see myself using this up. I just don't see myself using the baking method in the future. Probably my least favorite product from this collection is this faux filler gloss. I actually like the gloss formula. I did rank it decently well in my 2024 lip product ranking. It's just the color that I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of these very milky baby pinks on me. I think there are lots of people that carry this color off so well and it looks beautiful and flattering on them. I just personally don't feel like I'm one of those people. I'm not drawn to these very baby pinky colors, so this is probably my least favorite from the collection. I'm sure no one is surprised that the blush filter is my favorite product. The Huda Blush Filter was my number one blush product from 2024. And I keep saying that I want more and more shades, and she keeps giving them to us. Personally, I do prefer the shades that were released alongside the Icy Nude collection, particularly the blush in the shade Latte. I loved that. That was just more of my vibe. This I like. As I said, I like it the best out of all three of these products. But I do find myself wishing in general that the ube theme was taken more in a purple direction. Maybe it's just me, but I do feel like these come off quite pink in tone. And I wish that we went more purple, even if it wasn't a deep dark purple, just something that was more lavender, more cool. Now, I do think this is beautiful. I love this as a springtime kind of pinky cheek. While I wish that it was more rich, that ube color that I think of is a richer, deeper purple. So I kind of am missing that element, but I still think this is really pretty. I think it looks great on, and I obviously totally love this formula. So this is my favorite from the collection. I would love to hear what you think about these new ube shades. Are you interested? Have you picked any of these up? I always love to hear what you think about things too. So make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Is this really what ube looks like? Because I feel like I remember it being darker. It's just too pinky. I wish that it was more purple. I wish that they just went for it. I wish they went for it. Purple, you know? What? Killing him. Uh, Not my favorite type of color, to be honest. This little trio is so cute. It's my perfect little neutral, but not neutral combo. And it's so easy and it looks so good. I love it. Make it make sense. You said that like 100 times. These little puffs are so cute. I painted my nails to match. Matching nails. So much stuff that I want to film. So little time to actually film it. But look at these little teeny tiny little earrings. Aren't they so cute? I love them. They look so good with this makeup look. I haven't listed these in my shop yet because I literally just made these, but I'll try to list them soon. I'll try to do it before I make this video, before I finish this video. I'll try. I got a lot on my plate right now. I mean, who doesn't, right? Oh, I need to clean up in here. It is driving me a little nuts. I'm always in awe of people who are both creative and organized. I probably don't give myself enough credit. I'm probably more organized than I think I am, but the word chaotic has been used to describe my methods and my office. So, all right, off to edit this video. Thanks for watching. You're cool, and I appreciate you, and I love your face. I will see you really soon. Okay, bye.